Rhinoplasty, it's where you fucking can't breathe out your nose properly. So like my nose is always fucking jammed up.
Yeah.
And apparently if you do this, it helps it.
Open the bridge.
I like this, look.
Like, it's like, have you seen people with having nose tape or like nose strips?
Yeah.
Is that to help with that?
I wish I had them.
You should get some.
I ordered some of Amazon.
It's actually quite hard
shit.
It's actually quite hard to breathe.
Like,
Fucking hell.
I'm just fucked.
Another ASMR pod.
Aye, so. Yeah, so mate, I've got a fucking trapped nose, blocked nose, trapped nose.
Trapped nerve.
Did you pet?
If you don't.
Did your family in that? Like, if Neve's ever there, I go, oh, got your nose. Aye.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think so. When I was a kid. Yeah.
Oh, well, I still do it as an adult.
You know, we went through my morning routine in the last episode.
Aye.
Have you seen that guy? What's his name?
Fuck no.
Ashton Hall.
It's the African lad who...
I don't know if he's African, but okay. Ashton Hall. The guy with the morning routine video that went viral. Mega viral.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Puts his feet in water and that and dives in the pool for like 40 seconds or whatever.
Puts his face in the water, I think. Do you want to watch it?
What, are you having it now?
Yeah, I can get it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice one. Oh,
I seen it on
Twitter,
like, and he looked fucking raged, like.
It's got to be easy to find.
He had a person, like, pushing his own suitcase and shit. He was like a...
Really?
Yeah, I'm saying I seen like a really long one. It was like 5 minutes long, and it was like him.
Oh.
It was on True Geordie.
Did he make
That's
an
the one I
updated?
watched.
Did he make an updated one after it went viral?
No,
the first one?
so True Geordie must have been reacting to loads of his clips.
Yeah, no, he did that. I saw that. Yeah.
That's the one I've seen.
Yeah. For the audio listeners, just this bit is going to be quite helpful if you watch on video, but don't worry, the rest of it will be.
What the fuck?
The rest of it will be audio friendly. It's only a minute.
3:52 is the middle of the fucking night.
So he's starting off 3:52, and we'll play it now. Oh. So he's got mouth tape on.
Is that to stop him breathing out of his mouth?
Yeah. So he only nose breathes during the night.
Sparkling water as well, the bloody Tory.
Rinses his mouth with sparkling water. Then 4 a.m. he walks outside into the dark of the night, does some press ups.
Doing them quick, isn't he?
Drinks some more water. They were poor form press ups as well. Then he sits and thinks.
Oh, he's got nose tape on?
Yeah. Hey, you just want to be like him. Drinks some more sparkling water, and by 5:30, he's sticking his face in sparkling
Why
water.
sparkling? What does sparkling have that's still?
With a load of ice. It might actually be still, it might just be in a glass. Is it actually sparkling?
Oh, like his top's in, worthy.
Right, so now he's got dressed and he's
Bags the cunt.
presumably getting ready to go to the gym. Yeah, so he's sprinting on the treadmill for about 20 minutes, and now it's 7:30, he's left the gym and he's going to the pool. Right, so this is the bit. Right, we'll talk about this after, but he's just
Go back.
We've just dived in the pool.
So what? What are we saying there?
Right, so doesn't it say like 7:40 he jumps and 7:44 he lands in the pool? Well, so it's definitely a joke. This video is a joke, right?
No,
Which I don't think you do. I don't think you think it is.
I don't think it's a joke. I think he's serious. I just think he doesn't know how to. Why is he washing with a fucking watch on?
Look, he's rubbing his face with a banana peel. It's definitely a joke.
No, because people are like
Jack,
this, aren't they?
speaking to the mic.
Oh shit! People are like this, mate. Like.
Now he's in a suit.
To be fair,
and he's just been handed his eggs and avocado and bacon, and he's ready to start his day at work. So obviously, what started at 3:30 in the morning? Was it 3:30 in the morning?
3:30, yeah. Yours is much, and yours is like 6:30 till 9.
Mine are some core principles.
Starting at 3:30.
This is wishy-washy nonsense, but it's a joke.
I can't. No.
The point is, this is definitely done as a joke.
I don't think so.
Really?
And I think that because obviously he doesn't have a job technically, he just works as a freelancer. I'm assuming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a lot of money based on what we were seeing there.
Yeah, like he must live in a penthouse or something there, does he?
Yeah, I think he lives in Dubai.
I'm certain I seen his channel and he's like a trainer for celebrities in Dubai. So like he personal.
That is the most Dubai
celebrities.
thing
Yeah.
I've ever heard.
And he was like, I'm sure there was an interview of him where he was saying like, oh, like he's not asked about like he's achieved like what he needs to. So if they don't want to put the time in, then he's not asked as long as they pay him. I was like, fucking wanker.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
fucking twat.
there's kind of two bits to this of like, number one, do you think he actually does that every morning? Which I think no. But the number two is this video made seriously to try and make people think this is what he does every morning, or is it done
I
as a
think he does
joke?
do that.
I think it's a joke. I'm leaning towards that.
Let's agree
Just
to
because
disagree.
Because rubbing the banana peel on your face, like there's so many things where you're like, surely you know that is just not.
But
That's a joke, and it's
saying that though,
it's the jumping up at 7:36 and landing in the pool 4 minutes later. That's the funny bit.
yeah,
I
but
think
have you not
leans me that way as well.
noticed that banana skin is used for like warts and that on your feet?
I mean, I've never had warts on my feet.
Like if you have a wart on your feet, apparently, if you bandage it up with some banana skin on the wart, it gets rid of the wart. So it could be a complexion thing that is using the banana peels on the skin.
Yeah, or just
Or
general
I'm
skin
just
health.
fucking stupid and I'm just believing everything I'm seeing.
That genuinely may be a thing. To be fair, yeah, to be fair, that could be an actual thing that's beneficial for you.
Yeah,
And I'm just taking the piss because he's rubbing a banana on his face.
it's a bit much though, isn't it? Like he screams, you know what I mean?
But I think that's the point of the video. Like that's what he's trying to portray.
And you
But
need to
maybe
think-
yeah, which doesn't mean he's not. By the way,
You need to think as well, like if it pisses people off, it gets people talking. So
yeah.
like
Didn't have like on Twitter have like 500 million views.
he was like the most famous man
Like-
on Twitter for a bit, wasn't he?
No, like it was insane. Yeah. Welcome back.
Howdy neighbourinos.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go on, you do it. You do it then. You want to do it.
No, because the pressure's on me now. If the pressure wasn't on, I'd be good to just say it.
There's no
But
pressure.
because everybody's like, oh, they're waiting for Jack to introduce, I'm feeling the pressure and I'm getting a bit nervous. It's the same as if people say sing, and I'm like, no, like, but if they don't say sing, I'll just sing. I'm not going to sing now, but
No, I'm waiting for you to introduce yourself now.
fuck.
You need look. It's all about getting over this fear, and we're gonna attack that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll
No.
do it. Welcome back to episode 6, everybody, of the podcast. Welcome back to the show.
Hello, welcome back.
Hope you enjoyed that little intro.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange bloke, like,
Yeah.
but we basically on our last episode, if you're listening, like straight after, we spoke a lot about like routines, and we'd mentioned that guy, and I'd never properly seen the full video all the way through, so we thought we'd stick it on, and fuck me, like who's got the time? Do you know what I mean? That could have so many extra hours in bed, that lad.
Yeah.
I wonder what time.
That's real graft. That's
wonder-
real dedication to the
wonder what
craft.
time he sleeps at night. It's like that Mark Wahlberg routine where he's up at like 4 a.m. every day, like
I think
really?
earlier. I think he wakes up at like 2 or 3. Yeah.
middle of the night.
I respect that. But I believe that's what Mark Wahlberg does. Like, that's not a
Yeah,
joke.
but he can because he doesn't have a job.
But
Acting's not
he
a
does.
job, is it?
Hey,
He doesn't have to work again.
how dare you? How dare
No,
you?
it's but he doesn't have to work again, is he? Like he could wake up.
Acting's work.
Is it?
Or you could say he's retired. Yeah. But like, what's...
He's not in Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch anymore, mate.
But
so
Jack, what's stopping you from waking up at 3 a.m?
sleep, bed,
Oh, because I have a job? No.
beauty sleep.
You're not working at 3 a.m, are you?
I need my beauty sleep, so I need to stay in bed as long as possible.
Yeah. So go to bed earlier.
I do go to bed quite early, to be fair. I was tucked up last night about 10:15.
Yeah, we're going to have to go earlier, Jack. If you want to be waking up at 3
What's your
a.m.
normal
and being-
sleep time?
We kind of covered it last time, but I will... currently, obviously it changes, but currently I'm waking up at 6:15.
No, I mean,
So I
go
want to be...
bed. Sorry.
I'm getting there, mate. Yeah. So I want to be asleep by 10:15, because obviously that's 8 hours. So that means I'm lights out at 9:45, gives me half an hour. Gives me half an hour to get to bed, and regularity is a big thing. So I do that. I'll stick to that every day.
9:45.
You're saying that as if it's insanely early.
It is, mate. It's not even 10 o'clock.
You
So
said you went to bed
hang
at...
on.
Hang on. You said you went to bed at 10:30.
Yeah, to sit on my phone till like 12.
Well, that's not going to bed, is it?
Mate, I'm a night person. Like my thoughts and honestly,
No.
we'll sit in bed.
Going on your phone is not
No.
good for you getting asleep.
We'll sit in bed, right? And that's the time where I want to know if like 10,000 apes had killed 1 million men. You know what I mean?
Have you seen that on Twitter as well? Yeah.
Mate, yeah.
But you just need to shut your brain off and go to sleep.
It's easier said than done, though, isn't it?
You could be
I'm
having these.
thinking about,
You could be having these thoughts on your morning run at 4 a.m.
I'm thinking thoughts like,
Trade off.
has anybody ever seen a colour that doesn't have a name yet? You know what I mean?
Yeah, good question.
Like, is there a colour out there that people have seen, but we don't actually know what colour it is? Because I think I'll have probably seen a colour that I think is purple, but it's not actually purple.
The problem is there's no different colours. Like, it's all one spectrum. So there's...
No, but there is different colours.
Yeah, and
Turquoise isn't blue, is it? It's turquoise.
And do we think we've got all of them?
Coral isn't the same as salmon.
We've got the colour wheel, Jack. Like,
yeah, but
we know all the colours, surely.
What happens if we don't? There's new things happening all the time, isn't there? Just saying.
I mean, that'd be a great discovery. I'd
You're
like to discover
one of these,
colour.
aren't you, who's like, whatever's fact is fact. My mind's not open to anything.
No, I was playing there, but not on this one, to be honest. Yeah.
Right, what's the agenda?
Yeah. I was just saying, following on from the last episode, because we didn't quite have time, I wanted to talk about, so you're obviously a big proprietor. Look at me.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Please use normal words.
No, like, you're a good advocate for being mental health aware and doing good things through mental health. But, like, do you do any exercise?
What do you think?
Okay, so I'll take that as a no.
I exercise
Why
my
not?
mind.
Why not is my question.
Honestly, right, for me, it's
Genuinely interested.
it's the boredom. Like, I mentioned about me not being motivated, and it's the, like, I find it mad how, like, people can do, say, like, 5 reps, yeah? And then be like, right, next set, I'm going to do 6 reps. After 4 reps, I'm bored. And I'm like, my mind's never there. Like, I could walk on the treadmill or run on the treadmill. Probably walk, not run. And my mind's like, oh, right, how long have I got left? You know what I mean? It's never like, I struggle to keep, like, focused on what I'm doing long enough for it to, like, benefit.
Can you not try and have some sort of other stimulation, like listening to music while you're doing something? Because that would help, because you can get lost in the music, and that does help me.
I've signed up to gyms and that in the past, but then if I have a song on, in my head I'm like, right, I'll plan my time on the treadmill is based on song times. But then I'm like, right,
that's good.
Fucking hell, I've got 6 songs left. And then I'm like, oh, can I not put a shorter song on next time? Do you know what I mean? Like, literally, it's so bad.
Yeah.
But, like, I just can't. Yeah, like.
So is it not actually? Well, okay, actually, first of all,
I think it's because I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I find.
So it's not just the mental. It's also physically tough as well. Like,
for me, it's physically tough, yeah, absolutely, but mentally as well. When I'm bored of something, I'm bored of it. Like, I'm gonna just fuck it off. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not like. I don't think I have it in me to, like, this is boring. I'm gonna actually carry on and push myself through it. It's always the easy option. Like, I think it's the same with everything. Like, at home, like, if I'm bored of a show, I'm like, right, I'm not watching this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because I just don't have that. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can get bored if you're running for 4 hours, but like, let's say if I'm doing an hour workout in the gym, like I'd never get bored. I'm like, oh, I just got to do this. I'll enjoy my tunes while I'm doing it. I don't really. So, have you been like
a lot of it?
Have you been to the gym in the past?
Yeah. A lot of it is like, obviously,
On the treadmills and
fat lads going in to the gym to start with. It's a bit, you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
shouldn't be.
No,
'cause
100%.
nobody's asked. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, no, that's a
But
good
like,
point.
I don't know. It's not.
Were you on the treadmill? Were you doing
Treadmill?
weights?
Yeah, like my friend took me and he was like spotting me and shit, but like he was more knows what he's doing. But then I think because everybody's got their own way of doing shit and their own individual routines.
Yeah.
I was going and just copying his routine, and I was like, well, I don't really like.
You need to
know
make
what
your
I'm
own.
doing. Yeah,
You need to set your own
But-
goals and then work backwards.
because it's something that I'm not like passionately interested in. I find it very hard to like commit. Whereas sitting down starting a podcast, massively passionate about it, want to do it all the time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's what I find the hardest.
Yeah.
But like,
No, I get that for somebody that's wired the way I am, like it's, well, especially now, because obviously you get to a certain fitness level, like it's easy. It's so easy for me to go out for a run or go out to the gym. Like at this point, I genuinely want to. Like, so I understand it would be hard being on the other side, yeah.
in school and that, like I swam. Like I had swimming
Really?
lessons and shit. Like I can swim a mile. I've got my mile certificate.
Wow.
The Kellogg's cornflake one with
Nice.
the badge. Did you ever get them?
Yeah. With the badges. You
Yeah.
go from 5 meters up to
And
like, I think 800 meters. Like,
I got a mile, mate.
yeah. I didn't. Not when I was a kid.
I was fucking knackered. I was like, I don't know how many lengths it is. Is it like 70 odd lengths? And you need to have your clothes on as well because obviously you're swimming as if you're like in the sea or whatever. Like as if you fell in.
Oh, you did your mile in clothes as well? That's impressive.
I think it was about 12.
Yeah, that's unreal. Because I was going to ask, like if you had to pick one, like, because obviously I run and go to the gym, but I'm not telling people you have to run. Like, if swimming or cycling is your thing, do that. So, like, what would be what do you think is the least scary or the most appealing to you if you had to go and
If I had
commit
the
yourself?
lung capacity, I'd pick like jogs and running.
You reckon?
But
So what's stopping you?
it's my knees and shit. Like, because I'm so heavy. Because I'm heavier, big boned, we'll call it. When I run, it fucks my knees, like, because it's the extra weight on my knees. But I enjoy swimming. Like, it's just more effort, I think. Having to go and get changed.
Yeah, that's
know
the
what I
good thing about
mean?
running is that you can literally just leave your house.
Run.
Like, as long as you're running trainers, you leave your house, you go, and you're done.
I think
So if you like lost some weight, would you be going out running?
it's something I potentially would like to do. Because in my head, I'm like, if the world ends, I'm the first one who's going to die. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not out sprinting a zombie. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So, like,
Yeah.
it's something I think I'd enjoy, but it's the thing, I know for a fact the thing I won't like is I'm constantly in my head, like, right, how many steps have I done? Like, how far am I? Rather than just letting my mind go, it can't. It has to be, it overworks.
Right.
And that's what I find makes it harder. But I would pick...
Yeah. So even if the knees thing wasn't a problem,
No.
and like you were at a certain weight that would make it easier, you still think you'd have the mental thing of,
I think it'd get
like,
less
this is gonna be tough.
as I ran. But like, I don't know.
no, but even like you have those ones where you're just not really enjoying it and you're stuck in your head and you're not actually, and then you do have those good runs where you feel like you're fit and things are going well and your mind generally sort of floats about thinking about other things.
Yeah.
And you know how you can get lost in a podcast, like you can sometimes get lost in your own thoughts on a run and stuff like that. It's like, it can happen, yeah.
I think I'd overthink though. Like, I'd be like,
I think you need to try it though.
yeah, like For me, it's ADHD brain as well. Like, I feel like...
But I think that will help settle the brain a bit.
Really?
I think, like, just be, like, going out there with no stimulation and just your own thoughts. And reflecting.
Music. Do you take music?
I think that would help, sort of, because you quite easily get overstimulated when you're just going out there, and it's sort of like meditation in a way, where you're just focusing on running, and your mind will float to different places and think of different things. I think that would be quite, like it is for me, quite settling and quite nice for your mind, and you actually finish the run with a clearer head. I genuinely, I think that would help.
I said on the last episode, I'm open to it. Like, if I get some more weight off, I want to do Couch to 5K.
Yeah. I'd really like to see you do that. Like, honestly, it would make me happy to see you start running. I just think it's quite
Let's say Couch to 5K by... I'll have a think.
Yeah.
And I'll...
Yeah, we don't want to set dates now, but we'll have a look.
You can make me a plan.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about Couch to 5K, it's an app, and the plan's set for you.
It's just listening to fucking Sarah, what's her face, ramble on. The Geordie comedian, what's she called? She's fucking shit.
I don't know.
You know, the one who's like proper like...
I don't know.
Milliken? Sarah Milliken? Yeah,
I recognise the name.
She's the Couch to 5K lass.
Is she?
But yeah, man,
Surely
I'd
you
be open to
change
it.
voices.
I'd be open to it. I just think it's just the hardest bit starting in it.
Yeah.
But I do think it'd help my mental health. I think
100%.
I don't want to be skinny. I want to be still a bit like stocky.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
Like,
well,
I think if I was skinny,
no offense,
I'd
but
look
you're not gonna one day
No, I know.
turn around. You'd be like, "Well, I'm too skinny."
But, like, I don't think I'd suit being like skinny.
we don't have to be skinny.
I want a bit of meat on me still.
You can just be. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that because you've got so much of your identity wrapped up in that though?
What do you mean?
Like,
He's fat. He's jolly.
like you? No, not that. But just you just see yourself as like, that's who I am. I'm just like, because you've said before, like, oh, I'm big boned. Like, I just think it's just the story you tell yourself sometimes.
It's a defense mechanism as well, though. Like, if I insult myself, then if other people insult me, it's not as bad.
Yeah, 100 exactly.
Yeah.
No, the reason I say that is just because I sort of had the same thing of, I went to uni and I started running properly, and I was always skinny as a kid, and I never even considered going to the gym all the way up until I started when I was 23. Just a glance at my arms there. Because I was always like, no, I'm the skinny kid, like, and I run. That's what I do. Like, I never thought about it, and then obviously at some point I thought about it, and now I'm pretty happy I started going to the
I
gym.
must admit, though,
but you see what I mean? You have to sort of change your identity, because I had the identity of I'm the skinny kid, and I'm good at running, and I run. You have to be open to have a growth mindset in that phase.
I must admit, I feel like when you started your bulk, you could tell that you'd like put on mass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just from like, I feel like overnight you went from like skinny as fuck, like
really
looking a bit ill, to like actually looking like better.
When was this? Because I don't think it's been.
I'm sure I said.
I think it's been
work.
very steady.
I said in work one time, I was like, "Fucking hell, Sammy, you're looking a bit like big now."
You said that we were doing a beach clean in Tynemouth, and I was wearing just like a white sports top, which happens to be quite tight. I just think you noticed it at that moment.
No, it wasn't. It was in the office.
Nah.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
I was like, "Fucking hell." Has he been injecting the roids in?
Was this recently? Oh, compliment that.
Before Christmas. Before Christmas. It was after you did on holiday in Portugal. Did you go to Portugal?
My what?
Your run thing.
After Budapest, you mean?
No, Portugal.
I haven't been to Portugal in years, mate.
It was whichever one you did where you went away for it with your friends. That was Weymouth, wasn't it?
Yeah, Weymouth. For the half Ironman.
But when was that?
That was September.
Yeah, it was then.
After that?
No, because I think you went leaner towards...
Yeah, obviously...
But then I'm sure after
all that triathlon training, I got a bit leaner.
November-y time?
Yeah.
Were you working out then? On a bulk?
Yeah.
It'll have been then. I thought, fuck, he's fat as fuck him.
That's funny because I don't remember you saying that.
I'm sure, yeah.
And I feel like I would remember.
Nah.
I'd remember because I remember you saying it on the beach.
Said in work, I was like, fucking hell. And he even had a feel, I think. No, I'm genuinely serious.
No, it's just funny, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll have a talk and we'll put in place. Fucking hell, let's stop this conversation now. Fucking hell, mate, we're 27 minutes in and we haven't spoken about anything, I don't think.
Yeah, we have. This is the podcast.
Yeah, right. But yeah, we'll put it in my notepad, Couch to 5K at some point, and then we'll go on from there.
But are you actually going to stick to that?
Neve wants to.
Because it's a good set plan to stick to.
Neve did start it.
And it's a thing you can do together.
Yeah.
That will help, because you can be accountable with each other.
But I'd get knackered. She'd be able to run further than me.
Okay.
So, like, how do you do, like...
She can coach you.
And Jack, how do you, like... Like, if you're faster and Jack's slower...
Yeah, because obviously I'm a lot more rapid than Jack.
Just, like, speed walk while he catches up a bit?
No, but when we run together, like, our easy pace is the same. Our easy run pace of, like, being able to run along... it's called Zone 2, for anybody that doesn't know. There's 5 heart rate zones. Zone 2 is obviously... 140 beats per minute, you are... Like, you should be able to hold a conversation while you're running. Like, that's what I mean by an easy run. And so our easy run pace is, like, the same. But I've just got more top-end speed for races and that.
Am I right that I'm sure I've seen a TikTok on this? If you run and you keep your heart rate at the same pace for the full duration of the run, you can run infinitely.
What? That's bollocks. Well, it depends what heart rate. What? Well, no.
I'm saying
you can run for infinity.
No,
what?
Not infinity, but like...
What?
Apparently you burn the most calories if you keep your heart rate at a steady level and just run that same pace. Like, even if it's not fast, like, you burn shitloads of calories if you're in a specific zone.
You're talking about the rate of burning calories against how much effort it feels like?
I don't know, mate.
I don't know.
I just seen a TikTok and it seemed interesting.
Okay.
And he was on about, like...
Link me after.
I'll find it for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good thing to aim towards, isn't it? Because I'll end up fucking skinny as.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's and you shouldn't even do it for that reason.
It's
but
diet though as well, mate. I love a kebab.
Oh no, if you're talking about weight, it's all diet. Like,
you reckon?
Yeah, like, well, think about it. If you want to lose, think about what's stored in your fat cells is just energy, like, and calories is a measure of energy. So if you take in more calories than you're burning, that energy's got to be stored somewhere. So it gets stored in your fat cells, and then that's how people put on weight.
Fucking hell.
But I think it's mad. Like, as soon as you see people lose weight, and actually the thing is, like, losing it in their face, and like seeing that, I think is pretty cool.
It is. It's we'll get there.
Be good to see.
I think I'd like it.
You eat pretty healthily.
Oh fuck.
Oh, no, but when I just think, like, when you're having tea, I don't know. To be fair.
I
think normally you have like a healthy tea, but then you'll just have like a couple of takeaways or whatever, maybe.
Yeah, like Neve's very strict on, like.
I think she's a good influence.
I'm the one who's like, "Can we get a takeaway?" So like, if we get a takeaway, she'll say like, "No, I'll only have a couple of chips." I'm like, what the fuck, like. Whereas I see it as, "Get in a takeaway," where she sees it as, "No, not another takeaway. Like, we should be having like stuff we've bought." So like, because we plan our meals, she gets pissed off when like I come home from work and I'm like, I can't be arsed. Like, I just want to take away to make me feel better. But then when I eat it, I feel fucking worse than what I felt prior to it.
Yeah, it's like instant gratification, but then in the long term, you regret it.
It's like post-nut syndrome.
It's the complete opposite, yeah.
The same.
Yeah.
As soon as you've had a wank, and you're like, oh my God, what have I done? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You will have had that.
No.
Oh, it's a thing, man.
Okay.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's common in men.
That's literally the entirety of life, and what you do is instant gratification versus delayed gratification.
Dopamine.
So if you're like, right, you're like, I want the dopamine now, I want the takeaway now. But if you can just ride it out and go, no, like, we've got this food to cook, we'll cook it, and then we'll eat it, and then afterwards you're like, oh, I'm glad I did that.
That's
and
literally
then
me
you have the
versus
reward
you.
afterwards. What?
That's literally me versus you. Your lengthy gratification, where
Yeah.
I'm like, I need the instant like buzz.
But you can
I'm
change.
an addict.
You can be better though. Like
I'm
you
an
can
addict
improve.
and you're not. Like I'm like fucking hell.
You can improve.
I'm fucking shaking, mate. Like
Yeah.
I need that gratification in my veins.
Mm.
Whereas you're like, fucking hell, I'm easy.
Yeah.
I'll have it whenever it comes.
With food, I think I'm pretty good with that. To be fair, I think naturally, I've got
Do
some
you
sort of disposition that
Eat
helps that.
to survive rather than eat to, like, enjoy.
So the thing is here, right? The thing is, I like enjoy a good pizza, Chinese, takeaway, whatever. Like I do obviously enjoy it, but the thing is with me is I don't have any, what's the word?
Impulses to get one.
Yeah, cravings.
Right.
I don't have any cravings. Like if I had some healthy food which took 15 minutes to prepare in the fridge, like I'm not ever thinking about, oh no, but I just really want, I've got no cravings. Like I'll just have the food that I've got in the house. So as long as I've got the food in the house, sorted, easy. Like honestly.
So, like, do you enjoy the, like, obviously after podcasts, so we obviously record, we end up going somewhere for bed. Like, is that a nice treat for you?
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't,
That's a nice treat.
but you wouldn't do it regularly. Because, like, I'm thinking,
Nah.
you were at Spoons last night having a curry.
Yeah.
Tonight you're having a
Yeah.
burger. Like, are you going to, like, hate yourself because you've had them too?
No, I don't hate myself because I know for 95% of the time I'm good, and it's just in these occasions when I'm out and about.
Yeah.
When I'm out and about, I'm fine. But it's just, and I know that when I'm at home, 100% of the time or 99% of the time, like I'll eat healthy with what's in the fridge at home.
Do you ever have, like...
So when I'm out and about, I like to have that sort of convenient treat of just having what I want. And it's more sociable than being like,
Yeah.
oh, can you take...
Sorry, I have chicken in my bag.
Can I just have this burger? No bun, no nothing, no sauce, no chips, please.
Plain chicken and red sauce from Nando's, please.
I'm not your mate. Yeah.
Aye, fucking hell.
But I'm interested. Did you have like takeaways a lot growing up? Like, what was your relationship with foods when you were a kid? Do you feel like?
Honestly, mate,
Do you feel like the household was
Nah, for me, like,
healthy?
I feel like my mum always cooked, like, good scran. Like, obviously, my stepdad will eat fucking anything. Like, he's like a bin. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he literally eats out. But for me, I think my parents splitting, and it was easy to see, like, a parent, if it was like, oh, sound, we'll just go to Mackey's, or like, we'll, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I'm, like, I'm less of a fussy eater now I've got older, because I feel like I'm more in control of my diet.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I could only eat what was bought, you know what I mean?
So you were
like-
a fussy eater as a kid?
Yeah, so like, I mean, mum would cook their tea, and then I'd have, like, chicken nuggets and waffles.
Yeah, that doesn't help
Just
with.
because I'm not, like,
Yeah.
I wasn't, like, but the exercise thing, I wasn't really an active kid. I was when I was, like, playing armies and that as, like, primary school. But then as I got to, like, 13, I was, like, all of my pals on Xbox, like, to be fair,
Yeah.
I went out and, like, drank and that on a Friday night, but it's not the same, is it, than
Yeah.
going out and playing football and that. But I
Yeah.
don't know, it's...
See, it just you
I've
you didn't have too much exercise as
Not
a kid,
as a kid, no.
and also the diet was sort of so. But
Yeah.
but do you feel like there was a point, like I think in COVID, you said your diet got worse.
COVID was fucking brutal.
So what I'm trying to see here is was it like a thing from as a kid you always ate poorly,
Nah.
and then you're slowly getting better?
Me
It
mum,
seems more like now it was sort of middling,
yeah.
and then you hit a point in COVID,
And my mum like used to make like
and you got better since then.
veg and everything. Like
Yeah.
I just chose not to eat it. I would say I don't like broccoli. And it was like, have you ever had it? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
This way you need the
Now I'm like,
father
I love
figure to
broccoli.
shove it down your throat.
Love broccoli, mate. Like
Yeah,
tender stem
Weird.
broccoli to me is one of the nicest vegetables on earth.
it's unreal.
Purple sprouting, I think, is even nicer.
Oh nah, not for me. For me, just normal tender stem, little bit of olive
I
oil,
like a
bit of
green bean
salt
as well.
in the air fryer, done.
Really? How long in the air fryer?
Actually, it's nicer in the oven, but obviously the air fryer is more convenient.
Oh, we're 37 minutes in, Neve, so we can get this broccoli, olive oil, salt, and we'll do that. It's just so Neve knows how to make it.
Just so she knows we're 37 minutes in.
But yeah, I think COVID was a big thing like that. Because obviously your mental health is a bit... So this is probably goes onto my mental health as well. Like, so I'm one of them when I'm sad I eat, and then I eat because I'm sad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
It's a vicious cycle.
But like, I know when I'm like, fucking hell, this is... Like, I got to a point in COVID and I was like, fuck me, like, I need to sort myself out. Like, I'm a fucking clipper, yeah. I'm like a ball. I wasn't a ball, but like, I wasn't happy. And obviously since COVID, I've lost about 3.5 stone. So like, I'm still not where I want to be, but like I don't know, mate. Like COVID was just so like, it was final year of uni as well, and it was like stressful, and I just couldn't be bothered. And takeaways were just easy.
Yeah.
Like
it's interesting to see how people like filled the extra time in COVID.
Were you out
Because
all the time?
Because that's when I started actually like not actually running, but that's when I started taking running properly serious, as in like 6 days a week. Because when I was at uni, I trained with the uni like twice a week, let's say. But that was when I took it to the extreme and was like, right, I'm running 70, 80 kilometers a week, so like 6 days a week. And and it was at that point that I started going to bed early and waking up earlier.
Were you in halls then?
To run. No, I was in house share in Jesmond.
But you were all like in a... What was it called? Like when all these were in the same like COVID space.
Yeah, they had a name for it, didn't they? Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't because of them that I started running.
No, I know, but like you could still socialise with them. Like it wasn't like you were on your own. Like
it was a good environment, to be honest. Like having an 8 people house.
Did you get jobbed?
Like 8 people to 7 people to socialise with. Like it was a good environment, to be fair.
And you were stuck there. You couldn't go home and visit.
No, I could. Like I went home for Christmas.
Rule breaker.
No, I actually can't remember. I must have been home before that.
Because it was a long time, wasn't it?
I think at some point in the summer.
I went home.
Yeah, before I started again at uni. Because obviously I finished placement. It was in that summer that I finished placement year, and then started uni again in September. But it was all online.
Did you finish in September though? Your placement year? Because I was there September, but we went home about March. So I done March to September at home on a laptop.
Yeah.
That's mad, that.
Yes, I was working from Jesmond, but I'm sure I had some visit before Christmas. You know what I mean? Down to my parents, and I was like, well, no one's gonna call me out.
So it was mad,
I'll be like, I'm just going home. Like, this is my house with my parents. This is where I live. They can't really
remember all
stop you.
Like the people hanging out at balconies playing like music and that. Like,
yeah. Remember the hitting pots and pans for the NHS? Like,
fucking raged, mate.
Weird time, yeah.
Have you been jobbed? Like,
yeah.
Fully, like all of them.
I got the vaccine.
To date, yeah.
I got that, and I got a booster as well at some point.
I didn't have any, me.
No.
Just for me tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, man.
Yeah.
But it's mad.
You said you didn't want autism, so no, thank you.
Already have that. Don't need it.
Got it ready, mate. Yeah.
But I just find it mad.
Hey, if you fool me with any more of that autism stuff, it's just gonna go bad.
Tipped over the edge. Yeah. I just think it's mad how like it's not a thing no more. Like, it was such a big
Mad,
push on
innit?
it. Whereas now, like, nobody's asked. Like, they couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, even if you
If
get COVID now, you
yeah.
don't have to fucking isolate. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, what's the point?
Yeah. If somebody said to me, "Oh, like I've got COVID," I'd be like, "Grow up."
Yeah.
I'll be like, "What?
Yeah.
You still got them tests hanging around?" It just. I never had COVID, so I don't know what it's like. Is it just like a? But obviously,
I had it.
obviously, people got wiped out bad with it. Like people, apparently it was like a really bad cold. But I don't know
I had
firsthand.
it prior to it being a thing. So, like, when we first got sent home from work, I was like
early March.
yeah, like I
or
was still
mid-March.
working and I was brutal, mate. Like, couldn't have a shower without being sick. Like, it was proper, like.
What?
But then, after that, I was sound, and I was like, well, like, it hasn't killed me, and I've got diabetes and shit, so it's obviously not that bad.
Yeah.
Like, half of the people who died, I think, like,
We're elderly.
was it COVID or was it just old age people who were going to die anyway? Like,
Yeah.
I know that's probably nasty to say, but fucking
No,
hell.
I understand. And it's like,
to be fair,
how are you going to tell in the stats?
To be fair, the population was overpopulated anyway, so probably it's doing us a favour. You know what I mean?
Was it? Were we overpopulated?
Well, yeah, China's fucking packed, in it.
Is it?
Yeah. China has like 100 people, 800 million people.
Oh, it's packed.
No,
It's got 800
it's got a lot
people.
of people on it. China and India fucking rammed.
Yeah, they've both got over 1 billion. But
I mean, 1 billion people in one place.
yeah, but they're huge countries.
Yeah. But America doesn't have that. Canada doesn't have that. Russia doesn't have that.
Yeah, but why? How is old people in the UK dying going to help the population in China?
Because the world population's coming down.
So then
I'm pushing you along here, Sam.
So then those extra people in China are going to be able to come over to the UK, which is something you wouldn't like.
Fucking hell. I'm from Hartlepool, but bloody hell, I don't know.
Bloody reform over here.
Nah.
Nah, I'm joking.
Nigel is my PM, though. I'm just joking, everybody.
It's a joke.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was sort of aiming towards the global birth rate decline that you really want to speak about.
Yes. Yeah.
'Cause I don't really understand this.
It's not something I really want to speak about, but it's something that doesn't get spoken about by like people in the mainstream news don't want to talk about it,
I don't
which is
understand
weird.
it. Is this
You don't understand what?
Does this mean that we're not producing enough kids? There's not enough kids coming out.
Well, I mean, it's subjective what is enough, but the fact is birth rates are falling pretty consistently all around the world, apart from like Chad, but like and Israel, funnily enough.
Is there loads of people having sex in Chad? Like,
obviously, but I think that's fine. But
why is that though?
But the rates are all like
why are there having
coming
more in
down.
Chad and nowhere else?
I don't know.
You don't think it's mad how, like, Chad has the most births, yet it's Chad in America. That's what you call a dickhead.
Or an alpha male, whatever you want to say.
He's a Chad.
Yeah. No, it's a funny name.
Chad
country.
is a person who sleeps about, isn't it? Or is it Chad?
I don't know.
Is that because of Chad the country?
It's not because it's not. That's actually a really good point. I've not thought of before, but I don't think it.
Stop being a Chad.
I don't think that's the reason. Yeah. But why? Yeah, like why?
Did you know Chad's flag is Romania's flag as well?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I'm a complete flag nerd.
Cool facts on this podcast, ladies and gents.
Yeah, I'm a complete flag nerd, so I would know that.
What is the only squared flag what is the only flag that isn't a rectangle or a square?
Mess that up. Nepal. Yeah, come on, easy. Year 7 pub quiz knowledge. That.
What else is a good flag question? So, you're going to think I'm weird, but I watch ASMR flag videos.
What's the ASMR about flags?
It's a person, like, talking about flags, but it's ASMR.
Blue, white and red. It's France, everybody.
I was going to say it's Russia.
Sorry, I didn't describe it well enough. Obviously, you can see why I'm not a pro at this.
Or Slovenia. Obviously, not that much of a flag nerd, are you?
What?
Carry on, Chad.
Oh, well, I thought you were taking it somewhere, but we'll bring it back if you want. Yeah, it's just I'm interested. Like, well, I'm not really interested in why.
What countries do you think should
Like, were you aware of the fact that birth rate is declining?
I have a fucking clue.
Exactly, that's the point. And I think,
as far as I was concerned,
I think
thought
why?
we were overpopulated still.
Yeah, which is mental.
Like, I thought the world...
When the world's collapsing.
Is it, though? Because of the whole...
birth rates are falling.
And that. Is it a thing?
But let's stick to the subject, Jack, for now, yeah? But no, I just think, is it just people having kids later because they feel like they need to, I don't know, live their 20s, or they feel like they need to have more money or be more financially secure to have kids, and then so we're just experiencing a delay now, and then the birth rate will pick back up once all those people are having babies again
I don't think it's just a cycle, though.
In mid-30s instead of mid-20s? Or is it people just are genuinely in society not wanting to have kids? Like, is there more people just not wanting to have kids? And why is that?
Do you not think it's because of the whole, like, people... how do I say this in a nice way? Not that I want to offend anybody, but, like, people, like... There's a lot more non-male, non-female people now. You know what I mean? And I can't imagine kids fit into their lives as much as they would a traditional family.
Yeah. But how many... Okay, so, like...
There's quite a lot.
People that are gay and...
No.
Can't make a baby naturally.
I mean, like... So
But
the woke mentality's out now, and I don't think having kids is a priority for people anymore. Like, I feel like
Are you saying that's because they want women to focus on having a career instead of looking after the kids?
Sort of, but like as well as, like, you know, the whole, like, feminism and how we weren't created to be, like, only an instrument to have a kid, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot
not
of
a fan of that.
There's a lot of that movement, and, like, I feel like it's only getting more popular. Like, I'm not saying that it's wrong for you to feel like that, because I can't really speak on that. I'm a man.
Yeah.
But I do think that, like, because of the prominence of that and the rise of that, a lot of people are more like, I shouldn't have to have a kid because society thinks I should. Like,
Yeah.
when it's their job. It's not their job,
Do your
but
job.
like,
You're joking.
that's what you're, like, created for. Like, you were purposely made with wider hips and everything to carry a child. Like,
And to create a child in the first place is mental and incredible. And I think that's sort of been overlooked now and undervalued now.
did you see in Asia or America, I don't know which one, they're going to start and race sperm, and you can put, like, bets on it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I seen it, mate. It was on it was an article on some news page. It might have been like MSN or some shit. And it was, I'm certain, like, really rich people are going to start and raise sperm. I don't know how.
How?
Fuck no.
Okay. Sorry, I've just asked you how when you said you don't know.
Come on a table and be like, right, come on. But yeah,
I'm fascinated how that
seen it,
works.
and I was like,
Yeah.
how do you put? All I'm imagining is surely you'd get 2 bits of semen off 2 different people. If you're having egg that's ovulating, same way as, like, IVF, whichever sperm gets there first is the one who's won. So then
Do
you
they
could
just
do that
stick
for, like, DNA maybe, or
They just stick a microscoped video camera and just follow the
Imagine.
race.
But yeah,
Cause
bets on it, mate.
Because that actually happens.
No more virtual horse racing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We got a new sport to
Yeah.
fund your gambling addiction.
Come race.
Come race.
Aye. But yeah,
Come one,
like,
come all. Yeah.
fucking else.
That's
so yeah,
mad.
like, so what did you say? So what countries are the worst then for, like, stopping having kids?
South Korea is the worst. So for every 100 kids, for every 100 people now, in South Korea, if they continue to reproduce at the current rate it is now, there will be 4 great-grandchildren from that. Because think about it, if 2 people...
What do you mean?
If everyone has... If the birth rate is 1, so everybody...
Is the rules on that over there still? where they can only have like one kid?
No. Which is mad that it's a thing. So think about it. If the birth rate is 1, that means that everybody has one kid. So two people are coming together to make one kid. So that means in one generation, the population will halve going into that next generation. So, and South Korea's is actually below 1. So the average couple, I don't know how to exactly phrase this.
How do people have
the
less
average,
than one kid?
Like they're having, on average, you know, if you take it, think about the amount of people that are not having any kids, and then the amount of people that are having 1, the amount of people that are having 2. The average is like 0.78 or something like that. But I want to say, I just think the main reason for it, like globally, can't be. I've lost my trail of thought. It was the point that you were going to say, or that you were saying. I don't think the main reason for this is that being a mum isn't cool, or like.
Do you think it's
or
society?
the whole feminism wave?
Do you think it's jobs?
Although I think that is definitely a part of it, is that it's not really cool to be a mum. Like, I was watching the Modern Wisdom with Andrew Schultz, so Chris Williamson and Andrew Schultz, and Andrew Schultz obviously just had a kid, and he was going shopping in a supermarket with his wife, and they bumped into some of his wife's friends, and they were like, oh, or like, obviously not best friends, but, oh, like, what are you doing now? And she's like, oh, I'm just a mum. Like, I'm just a mum. When really that is like really the best job on the planet, really.
Do you not think, though, I think that, like, yeah, I'd agree. Like,
do you see the pressure to say just a mum rather than?
For me, like, I don't get the mentality of like being a stay-at-home mum and providing like for the full family. I don't get why that's looked down on. To me, that is fucking like,
mate,
so selfless, and so like you're literally doing the best you can for your kids.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's spun to be like, why the fuck should we be expected to obviously do that?
Yeah, why are we slaves to the home? Like, we're being kept in some prison. Like, some feminists have said it's weird.
Something, and it was like, the maternal, like, babies need their mum.
100%.
That's why, like, dads aren't as, like, close, because the mums have a sudden bond with a kid.
Yeah.
I was going to say something there. Chris Williamson.
I was going to say something else quickly.
Right,
Can I say something quickly?
Yeah, say it. Just because itchy back.
Just because it was on that point. Like, I'm from a household where, so obviously you understand I'm biased. I'm from a household where my dad went out and worked, and my mum was a stay-at-home mum, because it got me and then my 2 younger brothers, which are close together in age, and they're about 4 years younger. Or, yeah, the second one's 4 years younger. So think about it, 3 boys, and my mum was a stay-at-home mum. And, like, I'm so happy that that was a thing, and surely, like, she must have been really happy with that, and the outcomes that has for her and for us kids, like, having...
That's what I mean.
Having
her there as an influence.
I can't imagine now anyone turning around and going like, oh no, like you think about how much progress you could have made in your career if you weren't raising your kids. Like, it's so backwards.
I think it's because I've come from a broken family. I want tradition. Like, I've seen, like, my mum work like 3 jobs, and I wish like she didn't have to work them.
Exactly.
So, like, in my head, I'm like, if me and Neve are older and I'm earning enough and we've got kids, like, if we can afford for her not to work, like, surely that benefits her. Like,
that's the goal.
But I'm happy to provide. Like, I wouldn't see it as like a dominant thing. Like, whatever I earn is still her cash as well. Like, it's not I just think it's, I don't know. It's tough because I feel like there's such a, like, about it. Like, if you say it, you just proper shut down straight away. Like,
I think, like, some people use the argument of like, oh, women
respect yourself.
Women X amount of years ago, they would have killed to be in your position to be able to work, to be a part of the workforce and actually, like, so don't waste this opportunity. But yeah,
Some people don't want to do that though. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say it.
but
Sorry.
for some people, like, they should. Yeah, but
Yeah. Only
I don't think most people.
only the people who can't cook. If you can't cook, office job. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
If you can't cook, you better know
If you
Excel.
can't cook, get the fuck out the kitchen. No, I'm not sexist. I like sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's getting clipped.
I was gonna say Chris Williamson. So in uni, you know the shop on Stepney Lane.
Stepney Lane.
So you lived Stepney Bank, didn't you?
Yeah.
Nancy's was on the corner of Stepney Lane.
Yeah.
So that if you come along Liberty Quay, the shop opposite Lib Quay, a bloke called Asif runs the shop, and he said Chris Williamson used to sell voodoo event tickets.
Yeah,
on
'cause-
Stepney Lane,
Wow.
and I was like,
There.
fucking hell.
Because Voodoo Events was his company.
Yeah,
Well, it's still going, isn't it?
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
obviously like left the business. Yeah.
and I said, fucking hell.
Is it still going?
I think it's still a thing, but I don't think he runs it.
Yeah.
That and
'Cause he-
Dirties. Is
'cause
it
he-
Dirties?
I've not heard of Dirties.
Yeah. That was a thing when I
Well,
was
because
in uni.
think about it. If you're a nightclub promoter, if you're a club promoter, and there's like loads of like university halls on this lane, basically. So that's
He said it's mad.
he used
because
to hand them out there.
He said it's strange
So,
that he was
yeah.
mentioned because he used to literally like sell like fucking voodoo events tickets and that there.
Yeah.
And he said
Mad,
he
innit?
listens to his podcast as well. So yes, shout out Asif, man.
Shout out Asif. Yeah.
Proper bio.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just thought like he mentioned it and I was like, fucking hell, that's so like small worldy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not because he's from the northeast, but like, is he from the northeast or is he from
He's-
down south?
No, he's from the northeast. He's from near your ends. He's from Stockton.
Is he?
Yeah.
Boyo.
I've never been to Stockton, and
You know,
basically it's near Middlesbrough. For anyone that doesn't know.
in between Middlesbrough, Hartlepool.
Yeah, and Jackson Hartlepool. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, he's from there.
58 minutes in, mate. I feel like we just sat down like 2 minutes ago.
That's good, isn't it? It's a
Bloody
good. It's a
hell.
good sign, really.
What else is on your list then for topics for today? Because I think we've wrapped
Well-
up in like 10 minutes.
I think this was always going to be more of a freestyle pod, which is good. Because obviously we covered the things we wanted to at the start.
Have we finished on global birth rate then? Because I don't really understand what the outcome is. Do we just all eventually
Well,
stop existing?
population decline and
Yeah, but is that not good?
no.
Less wait time.
How is that good?
No more queues. It'll take 50 minutes for me takeaway to come instead of 60.
What no.
Oh, fucking amazing. More jobs.
How shallow-minded of you?
More jobs. The NHS might actually cope.
More jobs
Yeah. Because less people are taking
with
them.
with less population?
Yeah, less people will be taking them.
No.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, look, I haven't got an overall conclusion of this point, but
I
obviously,
wonder what
if,
country's the worst.
if like certain rates that it's at, like South Korea, like well, they're just going to go extinct at some point if it continues at the rate. Now you obviously you're going to say,
Practically
well,
all robots over there anyway, aren't they?
you little bit,
Like the tech's mad, like, and
Yeah.
they follow, like,
yeah,
nobody
It's a good
speaks
save,
on the
good save.
street and stuff, you know what I mean?
yeah,
What did you think I meant? You think I was being racist?
yeah,
No. I'm not that.
nah,
It's like,
yeah,
because obviously Asian is very, like, tech oriented, so no doubt if all
well,
the Koreans...
Samsung was created in Korea. Yeah,
Tell us again, eh?
thumbs up.
Fucking hell. No, I think all of the Koreans, if they do eventually go extinct, there's robots there anyway, innit?
Yeah, but this is the human race dying out is not optimal here.
Yeah,
let's be
but-
honest. I think obviously it wouldn't get to that point. It wouldn't get that bad because if it did, we
All
would
right
save
then.
it.
What?
But I'm just saying, we've built up this world, and then we're going to have a falling
if you have
population
to
at some point.
make, imagine you're creating a character on a game, right?
Yeah.
This gets a bit ropey here, I think. So we'll have, if it's ropey, Sam can wrap up and we'll start on our Am I the Arsehole?
Hmm.
If you're making a character on a game, right? and you had to choose a trait from each ethnicity, what would you pick from like which different ethnicity? So like,
Well, first off, the first thing I'm thinking of is I'd want the endurance of an East African.
what does that
Like,
mean?
you know
I
how
always think,
you know how like Ugandans and Kenyans are like the best long distance runners.
yeah.
First off, take that from them.
Oh, what did the fucking knob me like? Too
Wow,
right.
someone's not happy.
Well, fucking hell, mate. Have you seen Mandingos?
No, I've not. Please elaborate.
I think
Who's he?
just a bloke I've heard of.
Mm.
Yeah. I think it's mad, isn't it? Because like, I'd probably go the mind of an Asian,
They're intelligent.
like Chinese Asian though, because I feel like so sophisticated and like, if I could
Yeah.
be hungry and just eat a scorpion, you know what I mean? Like,
Huh?
because they eat scorpions on sticks on street food, don't they? So like,
Oh, did they?
if the world ended,
All of China.
you've still got a source of food because you could fucking hell the scorpion there, let's pour it on the fire. Whereas over here, I'd be thinking, fucking hell, kill that scorpion.
Yeah.
They just, yeah, man.
Wow, they're so smart that they were dying out and they ate the animals. Wow.
No, because they have street vendors, don't they? And they have like loads of stuff on sticks and stuff. Have you not seen Idiot Abroad?
Yeah, but what's your point here?
That they're a lot more open-minded to.
I've not been on
strange
holiday with you, no,
things.
Jack.
I think I'd pick the stomach of an Indian.
Like being able to deal with the spice.
Deal with the spice and
Oh,
be
unreal
able
tolerance.
to eat like mucky stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Mucky.
Because like, no, like it's not the cleanest of countries, is it?
In some places, maybe.
Yeah. I'm just basing this off an Idiot Abroad, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
This is my only travel knowledge.
Oh, is
that
this
I've
what they
got.
did?
He went.
I've not seen it.
He went to the Ganges,
Yeah, River Ganges.
and it was like the pits.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty polluted river.
He
Yeah.
said it was the pits, yeah. So, and he got ill and he was shiting because obviously the food's like a lot different over there, and they don't have like hygiene standards
Yeah.
like some local takeaways. You know what I mean? But I think I'd pick the strength and like loyaltiness of like a Norwegian or like a somewhere up there. Do you know what I mean?
You mean
Denmark,
like the
Norway.
the Vikings, like the strength on the
I'm
Vikings.
thinking like Schmeichel, Haaland, you know what I mean? Like a proper, fuck off.
Proper Scandinavians.
Shut the fuck up or I'll nut you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got a bit of that in me, obviously. I'm a quarter Norwegian for anyone that
Are
doesn't
you
know.
actually?
You must have known
Quarter
that.
Norwegian?
You must have known that.
Who's the quarter?
My granddad.
Your dad's dad?
On my dad's side, yeah.
He's Norwegian?
He was, yeah.
That's fucking mad.
I thought you would know that,
No.
but yeah. Well, my surname's Hansen, with an EN, which is the most popular surname in Norway. Well, it might be top 3 now.
At what point would I have ever come across that fact?
No, but you would, it's a pretty. You would look at the surname and would you not
I
think
just
that?
thought it was Hans' son.
Yeah, but think about Scandinavian surnames. They're all like that.
Are they?
Not all of them, but
Sven Goran Eriksson?
anyway, yeah. That's not the point.
What would you
The point is, I'm a massive Viking.
The facial hair would say otherwise, Sam.
Yeah. It's a shame I've actually shaved today, but
Oh, that's what he says. It was
usually
2 weeks ago, really.
Usually it's sort of about here. Yeah,
What about... I'm trying to think of other places.
but I'm only a quarter.
I wouldn't have any American in me.
Nah.
No, I don't think I want anything from America.
Mm.
Maybe the tan from like Hawaii or something. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah. Where else is there?
Caribbean.
All of their bud.
Europe. What?
European. Oh, the
South
sass of an
American?
Italian.
Ooh.
Aye, the love language. Ciao Bella and all that shit. You're all over that.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao Bella, fella. Aye.
Unreal.
What about English? What part of the English would you take? They're crack. I love English humour.
Yeah.
The
sarcasm, the dry humour.
Dry humour, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'd take. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good
Probably not
question.
our food.
Could have went either way.
Was a good
It
question.
was good.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope nobody's taking offence to
think,
like that.
I think you're safe. I think you're safe.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
The Indian stomachy bit might be a bit bad, but I'm not bothered. So yeah.
Exactly.
We're going to wrap up. It's an hour and 6 minutes. Fucking hell.
We're going to go on to...
Am I the arsehole?
Lovely little jingle there. Somebody please edit
clip
that.
it up and jingle, and we'll use that one all the time.
Yeah.
See, that time I sang when nobody was prompting me.
Well, if I go, can you sing that again?
Sing that now, please. I'd be like, oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Sick.
Yeah, so we'll wrap up with one of them. Yeah.
Hello all, welcome back to Am I the Arsehole? I'm not technically an arsehole. Might be in Sam's mind, but...
We've all got one.
Yes. And some people like theirs more than other people do.
Yes.
On arseholes...
Like you more than me.
Well, you must like me because if I'm an arsehole, you obviously like arseholes more because I'm the arsehole.
I wasn't calling you an arsehole, mate.
Did you know?
Suggesting other things, which we won't get into.
Here's a story for you. Just a quick one, which is shock from me.
It's not going to be quick.
There was, when I was growing up, there was a lad who I knew of who climbed over a fence and got stuck on one of the poles at the top. So he had a second arsehole. Because the hole penetrated off the fence.
Penetrated him?
Not in his arsehole, like next to it. So he had two holes.
Yes, he had another one.
But I was curious.
How deep was this hole?
Is the poo come out of both of them? Because he'd need a lot of toilet roll if it did.
Surely this is not biologically another...
I think so, yeah. Two arseholes he had.
This is mental.
But yeah.
That's definitely not true.
This is our second podcast. Oh, fucking hell. This is the second podcast that we've got Am I the Arsehole for, so
yeah.
We're pretty confident.
Yeah. Well, they know that, Jack.
We're currently on a 0.
They've got a brain.
A 0 arsehole score. So the previous one, we didn't think he was an arsehole.
Yeah.
He seemed like quite a nice gentleman, to
Honestly,
be fair.
Perfectly normal bloke.
So what have we got this time, Sam?
Well, this time, I haven't read this before, so this is fresh to my ears. That's not a phrase. Am I the arsehole for telling our server she had a beautiful scalp at my wife's birthday dinner?
What?
Yeah.
Scalp, as in like...
Scalp.
Where
as
the
in
hair
top,
follicles grow.
As in the top of your head.
How was he saying a scalp? He must be pretty tall.
Let's get into it.
Strange.
This happened before the coronavirus was a thing, in case you're wondering. Obviously, right now, we're staying in as much as possible and supporting local businesses throughout takeout and delivery. You can tell when this was written.
And the NHS.
Yeah, Jesus. So this was over a year ago and my wife won't let it go. I'm looking for some external input. I took my wife to our favourite local spot for her birthday. Everything was good as usual, but we had a server neither of us had seen before with a somewhat striking appearance. She was completely bald.
What?
Normally...
Who's saying this? Is this from the bloke side of the girl? The wife's?
This is from the bloke side.
The bloke's right.
Yeah.
So his server was bald.
This is from the bloke side. Him and his wife are out to dinner, and
he's complimented the waitress's
and this
bald head.
Yeah, there's a female waitress with a bald head, with a bald head. You like that? No. Normally, I wouldn't say anything about something like that, obviously, because I'm afraid of being rude. But toward the end of the dinner, the server made a joke about she and I having the same haircut. In brackets, I'm bald. Well, I think we figured that one out, mate. I said something along the lines of, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm curious. Are you bald by choice? It turns out she was. which was a great relief for me since I didn't want to pry into it if she was sick or
Cancer.
involuntary bald for some reason.
I'm not laughing at cancer, by the way. I'm just laughing at the fact. Oh,
Out of context,
Yeah.
wide different. Yeah.
fucking hell.
I mean, this is a great result for him. It's a bit risky to ask the question, but
I'd ask.
yeah. If she was sick or involuntary bald for some reason. She was more than happy to talk about it and told me all about how she'd always loved bald heads and wanted to try it. She said she got positive feedback and just kept her head shaved.
I wonder what her face was like. Because I feel like a lot of faces wouldn't suit a bald head. I don't think I'd suit a bald head.
I mean, not every man could pull it off, let alone every woman.
Yeah, because normally it's the bald head and the Viking facial hair.
Yeah,
isn't it?
you need the beard if you're going to go bald for a man. And I assume this woman doesn't have a beard, but we don't want to assume. We don't want to assume, actually.
Unless it's a trans man and they have a tash. You know what I mean? A trans woman.
I'm going to assume it's not a trans
All right.
person. But
I'm just.
Hey.
Everybody's out there.
hey, no, we're totally
If the
open,
shoe
obviously.
fits,
If the hat fits.
it's obviously a large one though. If it's a trans lass, isn't it? Might
Right.
have like size 10s.
I feel like we should move on.
Right, sorry.
I feel like we're losing the essence of the story. I told her I loved that, and I thought women could look very beautiful bald, even though it's not something you see often.
Fair play.
I think pretty nice of him. I told her she had a great head shape for it, and joked about offering razor recommendations. It was light conversation, and that was the end of it. For the rest of the meal, my wife was silent. I could tell something was wrong. When we got to the car, there was a moment of pause between us, and I asked if something was wrong. She replied, "Are we going to stop at Walgreens and pick up some clippers?"
What a salty bitch.
Wow. I asked her what she meant, and she said, obviously, since I was enthralled with our server's shaved head, she had to do something to win her husband's attention back. I was blatantly flirting with our server, apparently. It spiraled into a huge fight with my wife, accusing me of wanting to experiment with an exotic-looking woman because I was tired of my boring old wife. I can't deny that in the moment, I probably looked like I was flirting with our server. It was not intentional, but I guess I realised how it could have seemed inappropriate at my wife's birthday dinner.
Who was there though?
Hang on. There's a kicker next.
Sorry.
I did find her attractive,
Oh!
but my wife will always come first. Okay. I'm attracted to her and I love her. This is the wife, by the way. I think we can only assume.
Not the fucking skinhead.
Yeah. Skinhead. That's why I married her. Even now, she makes little references like, "I guess I'm not as interesting as the bald goddess," or "Does this look good on me?" or "Do I need to show some scalp?" I think those are funny jokes.
At least she's taking light of it
Yeah.
though. Like,
At the moment, it seems like immediately after she was genuinely annoyed, but
if he's flirting,
but with jokes like that, yeah, with jokes like that, it seems like she's over it. So am I the asshole for this? I just want things to be okay. I've tried apologising, but nothing will stop it. To be fair, if you're at the point, it depends her tone when she's joking. Yeah.
I don't think he'd flirt in front of her though. Like at a like birthday tea.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Nah. It was.
And-
I think it was just. It sounds like it was just friendly jokes
And I can imagine
with the waitress to try and get along with each other.
he'd be a bit taken back by like the fact like she's happy to talk about it
Yeah.
because it's not a normal haircut like
Yeah.
the full fucking Sinead
Yeah.
O'Connor made. Do you know what I mean?
It's definitely a conversation starter if he was brave enough to start it, which he did. To be fair,
Aye.
there's a few more edits here, so we'll just
Sorry.
no. I'm just saying we're not at the end
Right.
yet. Edit. I'm starting to see people making comments that seem to indicate it is never okay to talk about balding in public. I reject this completely. I did not bring this up out of nowhere. The topic came up when the server pointed out in a jovial fashion that she and I had the same haircut. It was a brief conversation. That's the good point. She brought it up. It was a brief conversation with zero negative or uncomfortable vibes. And when we left, I said bye to the server and she pointed at her head and gave me a little thumbs up. Give the little roll safe. The little, yeah.
Chantel,
I loved you, but you cheated with Jonathan from church. Shout out if you get that reference. Yeah, no uncomfortable vibes. And when we left, I said bye to Service. She pointed at the head. I get the feeling we would have got along well as friends, so this isn't the issue. Edit 2. Good grief, you guys. Let me clear something up. My wife is 25 and I'm 24. The server looked older than both of us, probably early 30s. So anybody, I think, saying I'm flirting with a younger woman is wrong. Also, my wife suggested I don't find her attractive anymore, which is completely wrong. Why would I marry someone I didn't think was hot? She's plenty attractive. What a phrase. Plenty. I'm reading everything you're sending, and it's split down the middle as far as I can tell. All I can tell you is please read carefully. No one was trapped in a conversation with me they didn't want. As I said, the server got my attention as we were leaving. Do you get the attention of people you're glad are almost out of the door? Also, I don't remember the conversation down to the last detail, but it was maybe a minute tops. Hope this gives things a little more clarity. Right, we're almost there.
Fucking hell.
I think this is just about his post being tagged on Reddit.
Oh, fuck that. So I think.
But I guess what I'll do is apologise to my wife in a more formal way and see, and if she'll tell me why she's been bringing this up over and over. She doesn't even seem mad anymore, really. It's just coming up every time she talks to me. It seems like, and I never addressed it, but I already apologised sincerely right after this happened last year. Just a year later. Jeez.
What, and she's still banging on about it?
Yeah. And again, numerous times. I don't know how I can do it any better.
Fucking hell, mate. That was a long one.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
I don't think he's the arsehole. I think he's just making small talk.
100%.
The only thing, would he like his wife more if she had a skinhead? You know what I mean? Like, is he like the eccentricity?
Yeah.
That was a good one, wasn't it?
Ooh, great word.
You know why I thought of that? Because goalkeepers on FM have a higher eccentricity of the prone to doing unusual things. Tell you what, mate, autistic brain.
Little football manager nerd.
Aye. But yeah, I think
that's good.
It is a bit mad. Like, it is an acquired taste, isn't it, a skinhead?
Mm.
It gives me, like, punky chick vibe sort of thing. Chick, fucking hell.
Yeah.
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 I wonder if you like
that,
though.
She was completely, like, it was her choice. She was completely confident in herself. She brought it up. The only thing is if he was seen to be flirting back, but it sounds like...
It depends who's there.
It sounds like they had a minute of conversation where a couple of jokes were made, and that was it. So I think he's completely fine.
If he was like just talking to her and ignoring his wife, like fair play. But I don't think it's as deep as him being an asshole or her being an asshole. It's just
well, the waitress is not going to be there full time. Yeah. She said it was literally like a minute conversation. He's obviously going to spend the rest of his wife's birthday dinner chatting to her.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, until she stopped talking to him.
I'm gonna say.
Ooh. Yeah.
Nil poit on the arsehole.
We might still be on a clean sheet here. Yeah.
So 2 non-arseholes.
Yeah.
I'm doing that because it resembles an arsehole.
We haven't.
Actually, it should be a little. But yeah.
Yeah. Still yet to find our Reddit poster author being an arsehole. We will.
I can imagine there's some proper arseholes out there. Like. I want to hear some. I might actually ask people I know to write stories down of like weird things that have happened to them, and we can judge them on if they're an arsehole or not.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Nice, but we'll leave that for next time.
Leave that for now. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll wrap up with this one. I'm hungry. We've got burger to eat and train to catch. So, alas, thank you very much for listening, everyone. Any final words, Jack?
No, just thanks for coming. I wonder if you win in the race, eh? Which sperm wins first? Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I'm real. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Goodbye. See you later. Next episode, please.
Later.